Hello everyone. I wanted to talk about, somewhat the weird ones. Very vague and very general. Yes. There are some way out there and some you don't want to ask the question because you just don't want to know. At the same time, what am I addressing here? I'm addressing just that simple applause. Now, we can say you can applaud live at a theater where everybody does it because they're just so enthused and so, I don't want to say inspired necessarily, just, if you go to a comic, it's more like, oh, yeah, truth. Because what a comic is, a good comic is, you put humorous things into real life situations. So it's not necessarily being inspired, it's more or less you being able to laugh and have fun with yourself in your life situation. Now, when you go to a movie theater, though, or go to a movie, when you're at your house and you clap, they're not hearing you. Why are you doing it? That's not the point. It might stem from the whole clap at a theater where they can hear you to that of a screen, TV screen or what it is, and they can't necessarily hear you. But that's not the point. The point is that you're so moved and you're so loving it that you're just celebrating. Because that's what I do. I celebrate when I'm at a movie and it's the end of the movie and it's a really good movie. Yes, there's points where I kind of do things to get people to look at me, get people to question things. That's what it is. I get people to question things. So I do things like that. It's just still, I'm clapping at the end of the movie, or what it is, and it's because I love it so much, and I'm celebrating. I'm not embarrassed to celebrate it. If you did that, people might look at you, or what it is. What's wrong with celebrating? You're celebrating how amazing that movie is. What if there was that one person there who made the movie? What in a chance kind of thing. Still, what if that one person was there and they seen you clapping and they heard you? And they're like, wow, did it really move somebody that much? When you become somebody else's hero, even if you can be your own hero and your own best friend, it still comes down to, what if you're somebody else's hero? It might be like, thank you, but they're going like, yes! Woo! In a silent critique in a format. It's celebrating. That's what it comes down to. What I'm seeing is, if you love yourself, you're going to celebrate it. There's different levels, in a sense. Still, it's your determination in that of loving yourself, of celebrating your enjoyment. And that's kind of what loving yourself is. It's celebrating your enjoyment. There's different ways of doing it. There's many ways. There's countless ways. It's just doing it. Going out and just... you don't even have to go out. You don't have to go somewhere. You can just start loving yourself. And that's how you go and change your world to change the world. Because that's the thing, people, that's the seriousness in the whole, what it is, the poetically saying of, let's change the world. You change your world. You change your perspective. You look at it different, and you approach it differently, so that when you go to the world, whatever that world is, essentially to embracing somebody else in a public scene, in a sense, of many people, unless you can have a discussion with them, that's different. If you have to interact with them for 5 seconds, that's like a public thing. Because most times you're interacting with somebody for 5 seconds because you're at a business-ish thing and you're having a transaction. So you're getting something and they're giving it to you, and then they're going about their day. So you have like 5-10-ish seconds to really make an impact, really give them a synopsis of who you are. Now they could try to do that, but there's a point where it's like, I know so many people. Nevertheless, it's about loving yourself and finding that enjoyment and displaying that and showcasing that in a very kind way. Now there's a point where don't recant yourself when you're upset and you're PO'd at the customer service and you're letting them have it, because there's a point where, to me, in my world, you represent everything of that company. You hold every single. I don't want to hear that you don't have that power. I want to know that you to hear me, that you recognize that I'm saying you are placed in a position, to me, that you have all that power, that you are the owner, that you can treat every single thing when I ask it. Still, love yourself. Find ways of loving yourself. And